Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time! We are still in 1986, and we are still in The Bard's Tale 2. We last left off, I said I was going to do some level grinding. I have done a ton of level grinding, probably about 12 to 15 hours worth total. It's been a lot. Let's see the results of that. So let's go ahead and check out the party. We'll go fairly quickly, but just know that, once again, this required 12 to 15 hours of real time. I'm doing it 2 times speed normally, and then when I get into a fight, I usually turn on the warp speed, which is 13 times speed, so my 12 to 15 hours is probably somewhere in the range of 30 to 40 hours in the game itself, and that's still with cheating. Alright, so Arwen is now up to level 44. That's a high number. 6.5 million experience for the record total, and I had to get over 4 million of it just on this last session. It was pretty bad. But Arwen's not really who we care about. I got rid of the bracers 4. Arwen just doesn't need them anymore. Arwen probably doesn't need any equipment anymore, but I feel bad just leaving that open like that. So Durin's up next. I went a little fast. Also level 44, maxed out stats. Everybody is maxed out stats. Way more gold than I'll ever need, and apparently more experience than I'll need. But Durin, I believe, has all the same equipment except for the war gloves. I think that's one more AC on the war gloves compared to what he had before. Aragorn, maxed out stats, level 44. And then we have the same equipment as we had last time. No new upgrades there. Sword of Tsar is the last thing that we got last session. Mary, maxed out stats, level 44. No replacements as well. Pretty much I was grinding there before. No surprises that I couldn't find anything better than what I was finding there before. All right, let's go into the important people. This is the reason why I level grinded, specifically Círdan here. Maxed out stats, level 13, Archmage. That takes 4 million experience. It takes 3 million experience to get to level 12, and then an additional million experience to get to level 13. The Archmages are the reason why I had to grind so much, but was it worth it? Let's talk about the spells, and you guys make your case here. And no changes to equipment. It's really just the spells. All right, so we had already gone over level 1 and level 2. Level 1, I don't think I'm using Halt Foe, Melee Men. No, I do use Melee Men. I do bring them, I meme them over, sure. Level 2 is Batch Spell. I do use that, so now both party members can do that. Level 3 is Camaraderie. I'm not entirely sure the point of this one too much, but I don't know, maybe I just kind of manage my party better than that. So Camaraderie, for 26 spell points, it gives you a 50% chance of calming any or all monsters in your party that have turned hostile. I think this is supposed to get rid of insanity on your party members, but it specifically says monsters. So maybe the monsters will turn against you at some point, and then you have to deal with that. And Camaraderie will help with that, but at a 50% rate. So I don't know. Maybe it works on doppelgangers, but it's weird to have a spell just for doppelgangers. Just a strange spell, and I've never used it, and I probably will never use it. Next up, we have level 4. Fanscar's Night Lance. This is a very good single group targeting spell. For 30 spell points, it hits a group, no matter how far they are, for 100 to 400 points of damage. So, 3 times more expensive than Mangar's Mind Blade, but does way more damage, but it just hits the one group. Level 5 is the best healing spell in the game. It's Heal All. 50 spell points. It'll resurrect every dead party member, including people turned to stone. They are considered dead when they turn to stone. It'll heal all wounds. And then it says paralysis and insanity. I don't believe we have seen paralysis, and it specifically does not say poison, and it doesn't say old. So should that happen to us at this point, I'll try it, but, you know, I have other spells for that too. But, you know, it's basically a full heal, including resurrection, and then quite a few status effects for 50 spell points. Best healing spell in the game, definitely. Level 6 is the best summoning spell in the game. It's called the Brothers Kringle. It's a reference to Santa. I'm not entirely sure why. It doesn't really say who they are. It just says the brothers. But you will be able to summon multiple brothers at once. So if you only have one party member and you use this spell, you will have a full party of brothers and your one character. So for 60 spell points, I guess that's the best summoning spell in the game because it will you can bring multiple people in, but I don't know. I feel weird having the one space open. And level 7 spell, best spell in the game, Mangar's Mallet, abbreviated MAMA. 80 spell points, most expensive spell in the game, but it'll hit all foes, no matter how far away they are, for 200 to 800 points of damage each. You can one-shot almost any enemy in the game with this spell, so it is worthwhile. Granted, it's 80 spell points, so the most that I can use it with Círdan in a single run without any regeneration or anything like that is 5 times, but I don't anticipate getting into 5 battles, so we'll see how it works. We'll see, where in the 200 to 800 range Círdan falls. It feels like your characters just kind of hit like a 10-point window of damage that they do. But that's the best spell in the game. That is what we worked so hard to get for Círdan. And then Finrod just kind of does the same thing. But Finrod's up to level 14. Once you get up to 4 million experience, it only takes 200,000 to get to the next level and every level after that. So yeah, it's a weird system, but that's how it works. Level 12 to 13 is 1 million experience. Level 13 to 14 is 200,000. I don't make the rules. And there is the same equipment that we saw before. I believe Finrod did have the bracers stolen by a pickpocket, so even equipped stuff can be stolen by a pickpocket. And then, of course, Finrod's a little bit behind in terms of spell points and hit points because Finrod didn't have as many levels, and we missed out on some magician stuff, but otherwise we are good. Okay. So, in order to get to the next dungeon, I am told that I need to do more work in Thessalonica. That's what I believe to be true. So, let's go ahead and head out from Tangermain. We'll walk. The guide tells me to just teleport there, but that doesn't seem right. All right, so it's southeast, kind of a ways southeast. So we'll go all the way south here. Face east, yeah. All right, no problem there. East a couple times. South until we hit a tree. East 3 times. Nope, too many times. Just twice. Then south until we hit a tree. East. And then now we're close to where Philippi is, but we'll keep going south here. Yeah. Yeah, what? Now I'm confused. Okay, I went further than I thought. Okay, we'll leave that alone. That might be important for later. We'll face east now, once we go one space past that, kind of, well, the green buildings that we see everywhere. All right, keep going until I hit a tree. Then we will get a fight. I'm not going to fight anything that is not required at this point. North once, east till there, and then north once, and then east till just before this tree, and north, and there's Thessalonica. So that's the other way to get there. Instead of kind of going west, it's the southeast east way. Okay, so where are they telling me to go here? They're just like, oh, well, just teleport to Thessalonica and then go northwest and north. And I'm like, from where? It's an entire town. All right, so we'll go north there. So, and then all the way west. And then all the way north, I mean, now I'm just pointed at this. Then it says to teleport to Corinth. What the hell is going on? Why, like, already, like, I was like, all right, I did research on the on what we were doing in the dungeon, but not on how to get there, because I ended up trying to go to Corinth and they just wouldn't let me do it. All right, is there like another spot here? I don't understand. Is there anything here? Maybe it's in the Maze of Dread. I really don't want to go into the Maze of Dread. I don't think that's the case. If I go, yeah, no, that's not what they're saying. All right, so already I have to look up what the hell the guides mean. Like, we're not off to a good start here. Hold on. Okay, so it seems like we have to leave town here. So when they gave me directions, just go northwest and north, they meant from outside of town. So let's go ahead and go. At some point, I do want to show off what is left in the shops, all the things that I have sold over the time. All right, so I was told head north all the way, then west all the way, then north all the way. That's all they're telling me. So let's figure out if that helps. All right, north, west, and then north. Okay. So I know where we are, at least on the map. Let's head inside and see what it says. Welcome, my friends, a stone man exclaims. My home is, of course, your home. Stay as long as you like. He then falls asleep. You can speak to him or leave the room. Well, obviously, we're here to speak to him. What will you say? Let's talk about Oscon, right? We were told to bring that up. He does not awake. Of course he doesn't. Maybe it's Oscon? He does not awake. Okay, so another guide told me I had to go somewhere else first. So let's trust that guide. This is starting to get kind of ridiculous how much they're giving me. Not enough information, bad information. This is bad. So back to Thessalonica, and we will see if I can just kind of make it to where I need to go on my own here. All right, here's Thessalonica. And then we'll go west from here till the end, south, west until we hit a tree, then south from here, and here's another spot kind of in the southwestern corner of the wilderness. Not that you'd be able to tell that, but in here the sage says, gold can buy thee the wisdom of the ancients, my friends. You can. Let's talk to the sage, who will talk to him. Kierdan is the most sage-like of all of us. Ask about Oscon. It is Oscon. Knowledge costs. How much will you pay him? Doesn't tell me how to do that. 10,000. It's nothing to me. Such relevancies are easily overlooked. What? Oscon. 1 million gold. Apparently 10,000 was not enough for him. I don't know what the number is. I don't see it anywhere. All right. In the city of Corinth is the fortress of the mage Oscon, whose strength is legendary and whose skill surpasses even Mangar's. Only an item of Razdek will gain you entrance. Okay. No, not Razdek. It's Kazdek. It kind of looks like an R because of the script, but it is Kazdek. Okay. We will exit here. It cost me 1 million. Probably didn't need to, but that's what I went with. All right. From here, we'll just head north until I hit something. Then I will turn west and go north from there. Head west 1, north. And once they're right before the tree that's on my left, I'll turn west and go there, and that's how we can get to Kazdek's again. Well, this is Kazdek, by the way. Let's speak to him. Oscon. He is not awake. What was... It just says speak the strange word to him. Hold on, let me find out what the strange word is. Apparently it's his name. Kazdek. You called? He says as he awakes. Oh, you would like an item of mine. He pulls something from the air. Take this. He then vanishes. And Arwen got the key. All right. Can we go into the dungeon now? We have an item of K, which is what we need to get into the dungeon. If you go without it, it'll just basically tell you there's no way in. All right, so let's head east of here for a bit and then go south. I should hit a tree, then I can go east 1, south, and then east 1, south 2, and then east, south, east, and then we're at Corinth. The entrance is to the south. Like, all right, like we're not off to a good start here. I had to piece together the clues from 3 different walkthroughs to figure that out. Like, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to figure out, yes, I should say his name and then he'll wake up. But it didn't come to me. All right. Either way, we need to go. I guess this is the first time in Corinth. You know what? I'm done showing off all the areas around here. Like I said, I'm starting to get a little frustrated with the games. The games that the game plays. Basically, there's like 5 temples. It's all the same stuff, right? And it's just kind of scattered around. There's just a lot. All right, let's head into Corinth. Well, head here, and then you stand in the entry to Oscon's fortress. A stairway leads to the upper levels. You can take the stairway or exit the fortress. It's in the center north of town here. Let's take the stairway, and then we're probably going to need dungeon key number 2. Let's go ahead and put that in and start following my notes. Once again, they're telling me, just teleport, or you can do it the long way. I'm going to do it the long way. No stairs here. Let's go ahead and cast the batch spell. And I'm going to drop a save here because, it's a dungeon and bad things are going to happen. Okay. We'll go north here. Is that not... That's not the entrance? Oh, north. Okay. Oh, I have to kick that open? That's a door. Fair enough. Every other path will just lead to a fight. North is the way you want to go. A magic mouth on the wall speaks. The fortress of Oscon challenges all who brave its chambers, but its tripwires are treacherous. If you should hit one and the message tripwire appears, you have but scant moments to continue through the passage you are in, or you will die. Turning back at that point will ensure your deaths. It's not how you spell that, ensure. You must head forward. Good luck. Okay. I got into a fight. At this point, I've been told just don't get into any fights. So we're just going to ignore it. And we're just going to go forward. Trap is here. The spinner will lead us... we want to go north through it. No. I was about to say, I hate how the spinner works. I keep turning, but it's not going the way that I want. All right, we'll try going forward. Oh, that is the way that I want to go, though. All right, all the way north here. There's lots of traps there. None of them hit me because I'm levitating. And then we should have teleported. All right, on the wall is written this poem. In caverns deep, near pits of fire, the Agron creep and do conspire. Agron are apparently multiple things. Okay, then we want to go south through here into darkness. I don't care about sand crawlers. I'm told that a lot of enemies around here level drain. I just don't want to deal with anything. East once, north once, and that is another teleport that takes us to more darkness. And then from here we want to go south once, turn west, go west twice, turn north, north twice, east once. On the wall is written this poem: Sword of silence, axe of hate, death arrow's path is always straight. Okay, now we can try to get out of here. West once, then south 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. East once, south, and then west through a door where we get into a fight. And we are out of darkness now. Don't care about any of those. Let's go for, we'll have you do it. Greater restoration, greater revelation even, so I can see again. We'll get into probably several fights along the way. And then we will go north through here. Let's actually go this way. That way I can get through a little bit faster. Just keep on following pretty much the only way you can go at this point, just through all the doors. The first one was a one-way door, but we're not going backwards, so it's okay. East, east. Yeah, don't care about any of that. And then we'll go through the southern door here. There's a Greklin. Does it look like a gremlin? No, it looks like an insect. All right, south through here. And through the southern door here. And then straight ahead through here to another fight. We'll run from that. Turn west, because this is a teleporter. And then when we kind of back out of this room, we'll be back in darkness. Okay, we'll go north once, twice, then like where they want me to go. Oh geez. Okay. Yeah, so we want to go north 3 times, then west. Am I in the right spot? I should be against a wall. Yep. Okay, then north 2 more times, west, then north twice, west twice, north once, and then ahead of us is a spinner. So we'll I'm just going to drop a save here because I hate spinners in the darkness, right? And you can cast Scry Sight to help you with that, but then I have to do a lot of counting that I don't like doing. All right, we'll go forward, forward, okay, forward, turn right. Okay, so we got out west, which is the way we wanted to go. There were walls north and south, so the only 2 options were west and east, and we went west, so that's good. Let's go west 1 more time after this fight. And run from that. Right, and then a spinner is near. We'll go north. No, north's not the right way. South. We'll go south twice, then west, 1, 2, and then turn north. No. So I missed a west at some point. There we go. Something special is near. Okay. We'll go south one more time, then west, 1, 2, 3. And we get into a fight, which is a good tell that we're in the right spot. At least we'll run from that, and then we'll turn north, kick that open. A magic mouth on the wall speaks to you saying, pits of... I don't have the answer to that one. Pits of... Am I going to have to look at 3 more walkthroughs to figure out what the answer to this one is? It feels like I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, it just says, once you give the passwords correctly... yeah, thank you. Yeah, hold on. Okay, I think I have the answers. I believe that it's Pits of Fire, the Land of Krill, and Sword of Silence. You had to write down the poems. And the word is still... and then we can try to head, well, out of here a bit. Then, oh, geez, that's a hell of a fight. No, thank you. Then we want to go south out of here. Turn west, go west twice. Go north twice. And we got warped again. This time we need to go... Where do we need to go? South. We'll go south 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. East. 1, 2... Oh. Did I not go? I need to go. Apparently I didn't go south enough. Then 2, 3, and then through there. And we'll get into a fight, but we're no longer in darkness, so I can try to fix that again. I feel like Greater Revelation is too strong of a spell, so we'll go for Mage Flame. That'll help. Okay, so then once I go through there, I get into another fight. Then we'll turn north, then head west once. So many fights. There's a Wizard of Iz here. Then north twice. Yeah. Back into darkness. And another fight. We'll run from that. Then we'll turn east. Head east 3 times. And then I should hit a wall. Then south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then east. 1, 2. Get into a fight. We'll run from that. And in there, where we can find the stairs leading to level number 2. Where there is no more darkness, at least for the time being. So we will cast a better spell this time. Actually, you're full, so Greater Revelation again. Okay, on to level number 2. We'll go north, because it's the only way we can go. Tripwire, you have mirror moments to get out of here. And then north there. And we've made it to Oscon's mirror room. We do have a fight here. And I think we go east once. and then north all the way here. Let me drop a save. I will probably need it. Let's go forward here and get into a scripted fight here. And we face Fred the doppelganger. So worst case scenario, that's why I dropped the save before. I'm going to see if I can get rid of him here. I'm supposed to use Bard Song 3. And then we'll see if I can get away with a Night Lance. Maybe 2 Night Lances. Yeah, he jumps into the party. Oh, right. Okay, so let's reload. I'm not messing with that. I don't care enough to deal with that. So we will cast. We'll have you cast it. Let's do a basic summoning spell. Whatever seems fine. Like Wind Warrior. That seems good. I just need somebody in the party. I don't care. I don't care. Just need them to take the spot because Fred is a doppelganger. Okay. I should be able to defend from here, I think. Unless we all miss. I still face Fred. We just all missed. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Let's do a Night Lance. And... wait, you hit Arwen? Nobody hits Arwen. I can't tell you the last time somebody hit Arwen. That's insane, actually. Yeah, 713 experience, not a lot. Hey, more war gloves. That's actually useful for people. I'm going to keep the ninja in the party. We will cast Rest. And that'll do that. Finrod got war gloves that I believe can be traded to Aragorn. No. Can Mary use them? No. All right. Arwen, any chance? Because Durin's already got them. Yeah, no surprises. All right, let's go ahead and drop them. I don't need money anymore for anything. Then we'll keep going all the way north. Then go 2 east, and then north again. Into more darkness and anti-magic squares. All right. Let's go north. We're still facing north, right? We should be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then turn east. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a teleport. Then south once. Then east again. A voice whispers, bond them into the last one's name. Yeah, I thought that the other one was a clue, but it is a teleport. I don't see where it would teleport me to yet, though. Okay. We will run from that. Let's turn around, go forward, which is west, turn right, which is north, go forward, turn west, and go forward once, then forward, forward, kick through the door, no more darkness. Then we will go for a Mage Flame because I have a feeling we're going to get back into darkness pretty soon again. Go north through the door, and then we will go west. There might be more clues in that darkness, but there's so much nonsense in that darkness that I just don't care. Yeah, that solid wall, we're going to go through that. I have the wrong spell going. A Mage of Ulk. All right, we'll run from that. Go there. And then yeah, this is a spot where we get into a fight. Now we're just facing people's names. Now it's Larry. Okay. Then we'll go 2 north from here. Let's get Batch Spell back up. I like that. As we get into another fight because I was standing in the wrong spot. Okay, then we'll turn east. Get into that fight there. And then we'll turn north and go through this door. All the way north here. Turn west. Go through there. Turn north. Go through that door. I'll run from that. And then west through this door here, now that I can see it thanks to greater revelation. And then south all the way, and through here we get another magic mouth. A magic mouth on the wall speaks. The 6 you need in directional order, as is spoken of, but you must bond them into a single word. I almost feel like I need to start writing this down. Okay, we have to go into another fight now. Okay, so we're going to go east and just keep going east. Through the doors as far east as you can go. So many enemies. So little need for me to deal with it. Okay. Keep in mind, like they haven't really been the hard part of this for a long time, but it just seems unnecessary when I needed to level grind to get past one fight to have so many other fights that I'm not going to deal with. All right, east, basically as far as I can go here. I hit a wall. At this point, I can go north and around. Something special is near. You're damn right it does. Let's drop another save for that. And then we will head in. An old man stands before you, saying, "Give me the name of the last destroyer." The answer is Durvac. Yes, he screams insanely. Give me blood, man, as you face the last destroyer. We're gonna fight. I don't think anybody can hit him from here, but just in case he moves forward, we'll do that. And then, Mama. We'll do 2 of them. We'll see what happens. All right, breathes at the party. Down goes the ninja. No surprises. I might keep the dead body in my party. Just never revive him. Yeah, I'm not surprised nobody's able to hit him. 516 points of damage. All right, over 1,000 damage. Down he goes. And we found a Ring of Return. The Ring of Return, I did look up. It is the same as the spell, which means you lose all your money if you use it. So we're not going to do it. Okay. This time we're going to go back into the darkness. So we're going to backtrack that whole way that we came forward in order to go back into the dark. Which way am I facing? That's west. Yeah, it's just through there. Oh, right, that way. Okay. I was like, I'm a little lost, but I'll figure it out. There we go. South through there. West through there. South. East. Other south there. And south back into darkness. I'm going to drop another save. The fight went well, right? He didn't hit anybody important. Sorry, Ninja. But we got it. All right. Back into the darkness. Now we're going to turn right, which is west, and go as far as I can go. These are all magic squares, anti-magic squares, so there's nothing I can do here. They all should be darkness as well. I don't know why it doesn't say that. Then we will turn north, and once I get through this, we will turn... I think I already turned north. No, okay, so I wasn't at the wall yet. All right, we've gone all the way west. We'll turn north, which is to the right, and then go forward 1, 2, 3. Can't get past that. That's a fight. No fight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to turn left here and go forward once, which is west. It's hard to tell if they're letting me go or not. And then north is through... Okay. They didn't go west that time that I said, so then we'll turn right, which is north, and then go through there. Okay, now we have another magic wall. Magic mouth. Magic mouth on the wall speaks... To leave and rise, then seek 6 lies, first the 3 west, then the 3 east, from north to south to be released. And these are clues for the snare, which is a ways off. Okay, we're going to now avoid spinners. So we're going to turn around and go out into darkness and forward, because that's south. We're going to turn right, which is west, go forward 1, 2, 3. Turn north. Go forward 1, 2, 3. Turn left, which is west. 1, 2, 3. There are the stairs. So we will head down the stairs into fortress level number 3, where there are... Let me see, where are we ending up? We're ending up there. Okay. We will not take them. We're going to drop another save here. Okay. Hold on while I make sure that I have this sorted. Okay. Hopefully I have this area down as well. So let's go ahead and cast a batch spell here and see what we can do. I'm facing left. I need to be facing right. There's some HP drain tiles around here, so we're going to avoid them. We'll go east once, south twice, west, south twice, east, south twice, and west again, and then we can make it to the door without hitting any of the HP drain tiles. We'll get into a fight here, though. That's a little unexpected, but, well... Nothing should really surprise me at this point when it comes to fights. Okay, let's head through here, and there should be a clue. Tripwire, we need to run for it as our HP drains, and then we can make it through to the other side. Oscon's Funhouse. Yeah, this one's not very fun, but we'll do what we can. We are going to encounter spinners, but we basically just want to stick to the southern wall here. So we're going to try to keep the wall on our right. If we can, I think the spinner is the next one. Notice how they didn't even tell me. There we go. Next one's another spinner. Worked out fine, it looks like. Then a trap is near. We'll go one more forward here. Just stay one away from the wall. And then we will go north. And then there's these little rooms here. We'll go into... the second one and the third one. On the wall is written, say the word to descend. Okay. Third one says, on the wall is written, in Scarabray did Mangar reside, yet his brother traveled farther yet, and now is your nemesis. Interesting. Not sure any of that is particularly helpful, but I will take it. We'll go back down to this first room, I guess you could say, this first little whatever building, whatever you want to call it, this one square thing in here. All right, and then we'll go east from here. I believe we're going to have to go over an anti-magic square. Yep. And then through the door. There's no way around the anti-magic squares, unfortunately. All right, we'll run from that. I shouldn't need them too much, but I do like showing things off, right? All right, south through the door. Get into another fight. There was a spinner in that corner. So that'll be fun. And we'll just keep the wall on the right. Yes, that is correct. The wall on the right, like this. Okay, and then east through here, and then we will head south. And we'll turn east, and we'll go east all the way. And then we will turn north. I do have Greater Revelation on. That will help because there is a hidden door here. Otherwise, I would have to count. And I'd really rather not count. I think it's like 8 or 9. 8 or 9, and then we should see a door on the left. Oh, we have definitely passed it. Okay, I thought I had Greater Revelation going. Apparently not. All right, there we go. So then we will go through here, and then this is where we get like different paths. I'll go the way that I'm probably supposed to go, which is west into here, which takes us into darkness, and then a fight. Then I can turn south from here and go through here out of the darkness. Yeah, let's go ahead and cast the batch spell again. Interesting. Oh, these are all one-way passages. As soon as I go, like, you can see the door here. If I go forward 1, turn around. Well, they wouldn't let me turn around. The fights are just more like killing time at this point than anything else. But if I turn around here, you can see I can't go back. So we have to take this all the way to the bottom. There are fights along the way. And yes, my spell points are low, but I'm not super concerned about that. I think there's only one more scripted fight, and it's optional. But I'll probably take it on. It feels wrong not to. And it doesn't matter. My spell points will be gone by then anyway. We'll talk about that when we get there. All right. All the way down. And then I have to map this out because the guide basically just said skip it and here's the word. All right, so let's figure this out. Okay, we'll go east. Or sorry, we're facing west. We'll go west twice. And then we will go north once. So we'll turn north and go north once. Then turn west. All of these are like one-way doors. It's a maze like of mirrors type thing. And then we can go all the way to the end. West all the way to the end there. That's the end of this section. And then north all the way to the top. And that should take us where we want to go. And yes, there are going to be more fights along the way that I am basically avoiding. Okay. All the way there, and then one east of here is a teleport, and we can take this and get a couple more clues before we head out. All right, we'll run from that. Then we can go south there, and we will take the northeastern door here. Get into it. Oh, we'll avoid the fight, but then over here we can get the clue. On the wall is etched, the bezwork came, the axemen fell, the key was dropped within the well. No clue. Let's go back, and then we will head through the southern door here. Get into a fight. And I don't think I really need to do too much more in here. So we'll run from this and then go east, probably another fight there. Okay, we'll run from that. All right, we're facing east. We'll go east through there, south through there. And then there are two options here. Going west will take you to a series of teleports that I don't think to lead to anything important as far as the map tells me. So we'll head south through here. And then we'll head south through here. No? This is west? I feel like this is south. Now I am confused. Oh, I see where I am. Yeah, west first and then south through here. And this will take us back into the darkness. But there's not a lot in this darkness other than scripted fights. So we just kind of have to go rather slowly here. Okay, so this is the same darkness as we were in before when I said, hey, we could take the teleports to get the clue. It's the same darkness, we're just 3 north, 3 west of there, and we just need to go west. So we'll go west 1, 2, I'm carefully tracking this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 6. We're running from everything. 7, there we go. 8, 9, I think it's 10. Yeah, because that's where a fight is. Okay. And we can run from that, and then we will go south twice. 1, 2. The voice says, the Zen Master needs no introduction. Not sure that clue is worth it, but, you know, we were basically on our way here anyway. We'll keep going west now until we hit a wall. You could also just avoid this and from where you were, from wherever you are in the, when you go into the darkness, you can just go west until you hit a wall. It's basically a 4 square tall, long rectangle. I think that's 20. I'm not going to bother counting. All right, so we made it to the end, and then we can turn north once, and then east here. There's something special here. It's basically one off the westernmost part, and the second from the top. And here we can find an animated mouth on the wall speaks to you, saying, say it to ascend. This is a clue from level number 1 that we're using now. The word is still. Correct, your way is assured. Okay, then we'll go west and then north. There are stairs right there. They're right on the other side of that door, but I can't get to it. Then we have to go east 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then north here, there's a door, so we can go through, and then we can cast Greater Revelation again. Okay. Then we can head west through here and just follow this path west, and eventually through some hidden doors that you'll need Greater Revelation, not just a regular mage flame or anything like that. You need the magical one, because this one is hidden, as is this one. And then this last one is not. I feel like it should be, but what do I know? All right, 2 more Dazzlers. Oh, those enemies are usually pretty easy for me. I don't really care, though. All right, we can go through here, and here are the stairs. We will take them up to level number 4. There are stairs here. I do not wish to take them. I have to figure out where I am here. Okay. A trap is near. I'm going to go ahead and drop another save because we made it to another level, and once again, I'm not entirely sure where I want to go. There's a couple options here. Okay, I see what we can do. So we'll face west, and then from here we'll head all the way south. Written on the wall is this message: mages beware, Oscon allows none to glory. So that's your warning. I'm gonna overwrite the last save. This is a good spot for me. Okay. This is optional. You don't have to do this. I'm gonna do it because apparently I hate myself. We're gonna go across this and we're gonna lose all of our spell points. There's no way to make it all the way through this without getting all your spell points taken away. There's just no way. I mean, we're not even close. We're like maybe halfway through. Maybe even a little bit less. Halfway through all of the spell point draining tiles here. Yeah, I might have gotten better staffs for our mages, but I need the regeneration. I just need it. All right, so we made it through, and we should start getting some spell points back, but it doesn't matter. I should be able to go through here. Yeah, apparently batch spells, greater revelation doesn't help too much, but I can't really recast a new one. I don't have any spell points. All right, so then it's the northeast, the eastern side of the northern wall, southern side of the eastern wall. Hey, I got 1 point. We'll run from that. Like I said, southern side of the eastern wall, eastern side of the southern wall, just northern side of the eastern wall. And basically you just kind of have to keep going up, right, down, right, up, right, down, right. Just over and over and over again. There. No? There we go. And then that way. Nope, we get into a fight instead. And I've lost track of where I am. I think that it's on the other one. Yeah, this one. Okay. Then that way. Then that way. And the southern side, yeah, just up, right, down, right, up, right, down, right. And eventually you get to where you want to go. Okay. I think it's southern one. Yep. Straight up that way. So many mages. They're probably good for level grinding, but I'm not risking it. And I don't have the magic to take care of them anyway. And then east from here. A drain dragon. That does not sound good at all. East here. I mean, just, yeah, try, like I said, up, right, down, right. Just check both sides. And then I believe it's straight across. There. And then here and forward to there, forward. All right, we're getting very close here. Only one more down and right to go. And then we will go actually right again because it's kind of weird. So, yeah, southern wall there. Okay. So at some point when you go right, the northern walls aren't going to let you through. And that's when you go to the southern right side again. And there we go. Oscon in the flesh, baby. Yeah, he's right over there. I'm going to wait until I get 10 spell points. And at least that way I should be able to get a Mind Blade off for everybody. And we'll see if that's enough. Because all of this is just for a clue. And then you have to backtrack. Okay, let's try it. You just walked into the presence of the Master Mage Oscon. I have waited for such a challenge as this for some time. Prepare thyselves, he shouts. This will be the toughest battle of your lives, and I have 11 spell points to work with. All right, we face one Oscon who is 90 feet away. I don't have enough for a meme to bring him in, right? How much is meme? Yeah, that's 20. I don't have enough for that, so we will advance. We're too far away. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up here. Turn on warp speed here. This is how I normally do battles anyway. I'll let you know if somebody gets hit. I should probably think of doing range for somebody, but so far not so bad. All right, let's slow down so we can actually do the fight, and we'll go for Mind Blade. I mean, there's no point in saving our spell points here because we're gonna have to backtrack. There's no other way. All right, Arwen misses, Durin misses, Aragorn misses. Finrod lands a shot. Oscon goes back for us, but everybody repels it. All right, so we did like 122, I think it was, and I should have enough for a second attack here. Let's go for a second Mind Blade. It's one of the cheaper spells, and it does a lot of damage. That's why I'm using it. There's probably better spells I could go for, but you know, it's a decent amount of damage. That's like 240 damage against him, but now I'm out of spell points. So we're going to speed things up again. Just everybody in the front attack, and everybody... Oh, he goes for Kringle Bros. That's not nice. I used all my spells. All right. Oh, yeah, they're just gonna... They cast Breath? No, they cast a spell. All right, we're still going to focus on Oscon, and then we will try to use our Mind Blades after that. I did not expect the Kringle Bros. And once I get up to Mind Blade in, what, 6 turns? maybe I'll hit them then. No, Durin goes down. Anybody else? Like, they just landed a critical. That's what happens. Círdan goes down. All right, this is not working out well at all. This is not working out great at all. Okay. All right, fight. Oscon, Cask. Will a Mind Blade do the trick here? Nope, because everybody's dead. Okay, let's reload, and I will see if I can defeat Oscon a second time. Well, not, it'll be the first time, but we'll try it on number 2. This all sounds wrong. All right, we're not messing around this time. I waited here right in front of the fight of Oscon until all of my spell points were generated. Took about 5 minutes, like on warp speed. Don't get me wrong, at 13 times speed. So if you have like an hour to kill in the regular game, you can do this too, but let me double check. Did I drop the save? I don't want to wait here anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and play the Bard song. We will do... Let's do 4. Mute that. All right, 4 will do more damage and us receive less damage. As long as he doesn't get the Kringle Bros out, we should be fine. So let's go forward and see what I can do. We will start... This will be the toughest battle of your lives, probably until the next one, and then you tell us something different. All right. We will fight. We will defend, cast meme, and defend. Let's just bring them forward. We'll start there. And I don't have to go through warp speed if it's just him. All right. He's within 10 feet. Let's go for it. So... Best spell in the game. We'll do attack, 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 attack. Mama. I don't know why it's the best spell in the game, but that's what they went with. All right, Arwen hits for... What? Wait, are you serious? Are you serious? I waited around specifically to give my mages their spell points. Arwen hits, and then Aragorn hits. I don't think any of my melee attackers hit him the entire last fight. I also did a test where I was like, all right, let's do it like 100 spell points. And they didn't hit then either. Ugh, this game. All right, anyway. What do we get for our trouble? Something special is near. Over in this corner, we get a clue. We did get a whiz helm. Maybe that's good. On the wall is etched this note: to rap, to cut, and even smash. I think you'll find this snare a bash. All right, I'm going to make a note here. I actually am going to write this down because I don't think it's the same every time. That's my guess here. Let me put it in the order that I think it's going to be. Okay. Put that over here. Okay, so now we can go back and, I mean, I got the whiz helm. I'm not losing that. So let's go back the way we came. And I don't know why the batch spell Greater Revelation doesn't work for this, but it shouldn't be too bad coming back. Because most of the tiles got triggered. And then we should be fine. I don't think we're going to have any more fights either. So I don't think I need spell points anymore. I think we're just good to go. All right, we'll go north there, 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 southern. Western, there. Like I said, not nearly as bad this time because we triggered most of these already. Or at least I did on my second attempt through. All right, back into the spell drains. Yeah, there's no way around it. You just lose all your spell points. Like, before I even made it to the end of the first of 3 sections. So this is pretty much trying to guarantee that you don't have any spell points in your fight, and apparently you don't even need it. God. All right, so this is where we were before. I'm going to overwrite my save because we did it, and, well, actually I'll make a new one. And I got the whiz helm. I think Finrod got it. You don't have a helm. Let's trade that then to Kierdan. Did I hit the right button? I did. And we will equip that. Equip number 6. So you're at -7. Now you're at -10. Very nice. Like I said, I don't think I need to wait around for anything else. There's going to be anti-magic squares and stuff, but we'll do what we can. All right, all the way north here, and then this is where I'm probably going to need to cut it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 long corridors here. Remember, like we had 3 with the spell points, the spell point draining. This time we have 4 long corridors, and there's 2 spinners that are also anti-magic squares on each one, which means that all I can really do is kind of step forward here and kind of just hope for the best. Like, I could stop all the time and try to get, and try to do, like, scry sight and things like that and hope for the best. Wrong way. We need it to be left to start. Nope. And there's only, like, a 33% chance that this works each time. But once I can get through, like, one floor or one passage, then at least that's that passage done. That is that passage done. All right, so then we just try again. This time we want to... Oh, no. I just realized that both of them will be facing right. That's not good. That is not good. So we're going to have to, like, literally make it to the end here. And then I have to cast, like, a magic compass or a scry sight. Like, I don't have an option because both paths will lead right. Really? I get into a fight? Yeah, my first consideration was to just cut this out, but like it's more complicated than I thought. Okay, so yeah, we always want to go south. So that is correct. And then this one, they're both going to be lefts. So I kind of have to have the magic compass on again. We'll have you cast it this time. Nope. We want to be facing west. I don't know why it lets me keep the thing on. No, wrong button. Why it continues to show me the magic compass when it's not right. Okay, so that is correct. So we're now going south. Last one here. This one's a lot easier to figure out because there will be a door on the right if you get it right. But you just can't, as far as I can tell, the easiest way to do this is to just try to brute force it. Just keep going forward and hope for the best. Yeah, we don't need that. And yeah, we're just going back and forth between the spinners. Okay, we made it somehow. I'm dropping a save. I did not anticipate to make that go that easy. I figured I was going to have to cut this out. But that went pretty damn well. Okay, so we're facing south. We now get to go into darkness. Yeah, there's not really too much that I can do about what is about to happen. So let's go in and hope for the best. That's why I dropped a save, right? So we're just going to head in. We're facing south. We're just going to continue south until I hit a wall. And yeah, there's going to be fights along the way. There's an HP drain. There's trap and 2 additional fights after this. Just in this one path that I'm going. I've hit a spiked pit. That did hit everybody. Oh, I was about to say, what happened to the darkness? That's fine, I guess. Just keep going until I hit a wall. There's going to be fights along the way. 7 orcs? Is that what an orc looks like? I'm so confused by this game sometimes. All right. Once I hit the wall, and I try to keep, if you try to keep going forward, once you hit the wall, it won't show you that ouch anymore. You got to pay attention. So then we can turn around, go north once. Remember we were going south before. Turn left, which is west. And then we'll go west until we hit a wall. Poison gas cloud. Doesn't seem to have hit anybody. Okay. All right, we hit a wall, and then we can kick through it. And that is the way forward. Okay. Are we in a fight? Hard to say. Let's go forward one. And then we will use the light one so I can see. That would be nice. There is a spinner in the middle section here, so we're going to avoid it by going north. I believe that is a room that leads nowhere. And then we'll go around. There's fights pretty much on every side of every door. Okay. Huh. Without my magic compass, I'm a little lost here. Let's turn that back on. Okay, I'm facing south. All right, I just need to turn west. Okay, there we go. And then turn north. There we go. This time we do want to go north. Because if we keep on going west, we'll eventually end up through a one-way door back in that long corridor that either leads to Oscon or to the spinner corridors again. So go north here and then north through this door. Then there is a spinner in the middle here. Try to keep that door. No, that's... Okay. Well, the magic compass saved us there. We are still facing the right way. I believe this is the point where I'm going to drop a save and test out the snare, because the last 2 or 3 have been different than what I was told. So let me test it out first before I take you guys with me. And this is why I check things. So it turns out, I was told at the beginning that we needed 3 slots available. I thought they meant item slots. What they actually meant is party slots. I need to have 3 open party slots in order to complete this snare. So we have to back out and do the whole dungeon again. So let's go ahead and cast my way out. We can do that. So it turns out to be 9 north, 9 east, and 3 down. I believe that is it. And there's the stairs. Okay. So we are going to drop the ninja here. There's no point in me trying to keep him. We'll take the stairs and try to re-up as best as we can, and then we're going to blast our way through this dungeon again. This is starting to get kind of ridiculous. These aren't even puzzles, it's just haha. Like there was no way I was supposed to know that in the game. Like I said, I have a couple tips here and there that will help me, but you know, ultimately that is not enough information for me to go like, oh, by the way, in order to solve this snare, you need to have a party of only 4 people. Okay, so we'll remove members. That's going to be Aragorn and Mary. I hit the button, right? Aragorn and Mary get removed. We'll exit the guild. Now we have 3 open slots. We need 3 open slots. Over here we can find Roscoe's. We will get healed up again, and like I said, we're just gonna blast through this as fast as I possibly can. I'm honestly just gonna meet you back there because you guys don't need to see me do it again. I did try to teleport during a little bit of my testing, going like, oh, maybe I can get away with the teleport up to the highest level. No. They thought of that and said you can't do that. So in we go with the second dungeon disc. I can at least do the first level quickly. No, cast 4. Cast, oh, right. 2. Batch spell. And then we will have 2 cast APAR, and this is how we can at least get through the first level here. So 730, and the answer is fire, krill, silence. You remember when we did that? And the word is still. That was our clue for the next one. All right, cast 2 APAR. This time we're going to do 5 north, 7 east, and 0. We will not abort that. Turn? 5 north, 7 east. That's what I was told. Are you guys? All right, 3 scry site. Where am I? 12 north, 10 east. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the spot. So let's go west once and then go back east. Yeah, there's a fight here. And then we should at least be able to get through to the second floor, and then I will cut it from there. There we go. I just needed to go back onto the... Okay. Sure. All right. I will meet you back at the entrance to the snare. Obviously, there's a lot for me to do. Okay. Back at the snare, I have gone through the whole dungeon. I did have to do, like, the fight with Durvac again. I had to put in the passwords on level 1 and 3. You saw level 1. I skipped the fight with Oscon this time. No need to do it again. Let's head into the snare. Now, I don't have my bard with me, so the lights might turn out, but there's no spinners in the snare this time, so it should be fine. Let's head in and try to do this kind of quickly. All right. Let's turn. Snare number 5. A voice says, "Once again I greet thee, O ye soon to die. You are within the snare and must seek the solution before you are totally lost. Something special is near your spell's waiver." All right, so the exit is south, so we're going to go through and find the clues here first. One's on the east side of this room. A voice proclaims, "Name the 3, east, south, and west, to gain exit when needed." That order does not seem to matter. Just throwing that out there. "Hear from him who knoweth best. East has always bested west." Okay, that's a clue to tell you what the names are. This one, a voice whispers, "Exit, turn right, walk 2, turn left, walk 2, turn to see scissor." And that is the clue. This is rock, paper, scissors. So we'll just name them. I'll solve it. We headed out south, south again, and in this corner is rock. There's rock. We'll go north and we'll just swing around east. If you go west, there's teleport. So we'll swing around east here. On the eastern side, this is scissor. And as you see, as I name them, they join the party. We will skip north for now because that is well, the puzzle that we need to solve. And then on the west side here, that has to be paper. What we can do now is put them in order. I'm going to put them in the order that I've been told and that I've tested that works. Rock, paper, scissors. I mean, that's how I learned it growing up. So there we go. Weird, we played 2 games with rock, paper, scissors. And here is, on the northern side, the magic mouth. A magic mouth on the wall speaks, "That which flame can defeat can win over the one which leads to life. Your travels converge on this or death. Time's a wasting." All right. We have solved it. Let's put a new order in here. I'm going to put our win, basically the way that it was before. And then the rock, paper, scissors are at the bottom. Okay, we'll go east, south all the way, west, and then through here is the way out. And I don't know, it went too fast. Basically, we got a piece of the wand. I'm a little upset that it didn't show that to me. Let me see if I can find what it says. It doesn't tell me what on this one either. So unfortunately, we didn't get the little splurge, little wording of what happens when I do that, but I am so done. I have been here for far too long, so let's just get out of here. During Got It, I was told segment number 5 is ours. That's the important bit. We will drop these characters. By the way, if I try to drop some of the other characters that way, it just won't let me do it. Okay, once again, we'll drop the save because I'm paranoid about this. Let's cast. Finrod's got more. So you can appar us out of here. Nope. Gotta go forward again. Now I can appar us out of here. Okay. So we are there. North, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts us 8. Well, 9. So I'll do -8. And then east is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God, that's way too hard to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll put it -12 and down 3. And we should be just north of the staircase leading out. Well, it looks like I miscounted somewhere along the way, but in the center of this room, at least. They're a little forgiving about that. We'll take the stairs out. We have solved it. I'm going to bring my party back together, and then we will pick up from here for the next dungeon. Hooray! I don't think... Let me kind of tease it. Let me open up the map here. Oh yeah, the next one's not bad. Okay, 2 levels. Ooh, I can do that. Why? Just why? And then my light goes out. Oh, I need to get... How do I get there? There, and then... There we go. Jeez. I'm so just burnt out on this dungeon that apparently I just don't want to leave. All right, we'll talk to you, and then we'll add party members. I believe that I still can do my little trick here. And I named a party that, and it should bring everybody else in. There we go. Okay, then we can exit. It's daytime again. All right. Things are looking a little bit more up now. We have number 5 that, let's see, we have all of them, right? 1 and 4. 5, so we just need 2 and 3 somewhere. Oh, I picked up a dragon shield somewhere along the way. Yeah. Don't know when that happened. 2, and then somebody's got 3. Mary, do you have 3? Mary's got 3. All right, so 1 through 5 are done. We just need 6 and 7. Next dungeon, I might... God, what's the next one after that? We might do 2 dungeons next time. Kind of depending how quickly the next dungeon goes. But yeah, that's definitely going to do it for this part. I have spent, well, I mean, it's probably over an hour for you guys, but I've probably spent about 3 or 4 hours on this one. So we are done here. I have been ballerscuba. All right, that will do it for this part of The Bard's Tale 2. I've been ballerscuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. I hope you laughed. I hope you learned. And I hope to see you next time for the next dungeon. Thanks for watching.